Good evening, guys. Welcome back. Welcome to EM Sports. Welcome to this YouTube channel. This is the preview for match week 31 in the Premier League. Premier League match week 31. We start off by Manchester United playing today versus FC Bournemouth away at Vitality. Maybe let me just confirm the confirm the fixtures. Let me just a minute. I confirm the fixtures. But we have FC Bournemouth versus Manchester United happening today at 11 p.m. Kenyan time. Remember, we will be here to bring you the live coverage. That is, will be watch along. Manchester United away at the Vitality. They will be playing FC Bournemouth, and then tomorrow at 3 p.m. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. it will be Brighton versus Liverpool coming from America Express Stadium. And then at 6 p.m. tomorrow, we'll have Fulham versus Burnley. And then at 8:30 p.m., we'll have Everton versus Chelsea. At 11, we'll have Leeds United versus Brentford. On Sunday, on Sunday we have three EPL matches. We have Newcastle versus Sunderland, and then we have Aston Villa versus West Ham, and then we have Tottenham Hotspur versus Nottingham Forest. And then on Sunday at 7:30, I have not mentioned Arsenal and Crystal Palace is not here. Wolves is not. They are not playing. Also, Arsenal versus Manchester City Carabao Cup final on Sunday at 9:30 p.m. At 7:30 p.m. Kenyan time. So these are our lineup on EM Sports this weekend. We are bringing you FC Bournemouth versus Manchester United today at 11 p.m. Kenyan time. Tomorrow we'll bring you two matches. We'll bring you Brighton versus Liverpool at 3:30 Kenyan time, and then we'll bring you another match between Chelsea and Everton and Chelsea at 8:30 p.m. On Sunday we'll be bringing you two games. We'll bring you Carabao Cup final, Arsenal versus Manchester City at 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, and then at 11 p.m. Sunday, we bring you Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid, the Madrid derby. That will be also our second featured match after we brought you the Milan derby. Then this weekend we are planning to bring you the Madrid derby. So that is our lineup on EM Sports for the final week before we break for the international. For international, we'll check the fixtures for international, and then we'll see a standout fixture. But mostly there will be friendlies and everything. But we'll bring you at least one or two friendlies for the internationals. That is Brazil. I will be taking maybe. We wanted to bring you Finalissima. That is Spain versus Argentina, but the game was cancelled due to they didn't agree to the new venue and something things of that. So back to the preview. FC Bournemouth versus Manchester City. The first fixture at Old Trafford gave us 4-4. Remember that game? It was in December 16, 17. I remember I was traveling that night. But 4-4, Antonio Semenyo and things like that. So it was 4-4 at Old Trafford. Today, Manchester United visits FC Bournemouth. Man United is difficult at the moment to go against Manchester United. I think they are on form. But is it that they are playing brilliantly? I doubt. For me, I have watched most of their games. They are not playing brilliantly. But I think they are getting, because of the confidence, they are getting away, like they have a way of winning these matches. So FC Bournemouth versus Manchester United, it will be a complicated one. FC Bournemouth also, we know it is a decent team. It's not that strong like last season, but it's a decent team. But they have also lost some key players like Semenyo left. So and he was one part of their threat, especially going forward. So I think Manchester United may win this game. But the only thing with Manchester United, I want to say this, and I'm very surprised and shocked why these managers, EPL managers currently, they don't get like they are not tactically sound, or what is happening when they play Manchester United. To shut down this Manchester United team is very easy. Just make sure that Bruno does not get often on the ball. Man mark him. Why? Man mark Bruno. Give two players to Bruno. Because if you stop this, and I've been saying this even on watch alongs when involved Manchester United, if you just stop Bruno, you stop 50% of Manchester United. That's my honest opinion. But so many of you guys will agree with this. Even Manchester United fans, they know. You stop Bruno, or if Bruno gets injured now, Manchester United cannot finish in top four. That's just my opinion. If let's say Bruno Fernandes injured now, I am not praying that he gets injured, no. But I'm saying if he gets injured, let's say he gets injured today and he misses the 8 games remaining, it will be very difficult for Manchester United to finish in the top four. It will be very difficult. Yeah, that's my opinion. Because Bruno Fernandes is 50% of Manchester United. It's 50%. Everything that happens at Manchester United in terms of scoring, attacking, it comes through Bruno. It comes through Bruno. You stop Bruno, you stop 50% of Manchester United. That one I am very sure. But I don't know how coaches, the opponent coaches, they don't see these things. Just, I remember when we were playing during our Antonio Conte era, when we had Hazard, Costa, Willian, and whatever, we won the Premier League. But the most influential player we had was Eden Hazard. And managers tried to stop Eden Hazard. Is Eden Hazard the same level with the Bruno? I don't think Bruno is that level to Eden Hazard, because Eden Hazard decided games on his own. Okay, Bruno also is doing that, but Bruno is doing that through passes. Yeah, seeing the game opening up and passes and assists. That guy sees is like the new Kevin De Bruyne. He sees passes that other players are not seeing. Yeah, that's how good he is. But when we were playing with Hazard in the team, Mourinho tried that thing of just man marking. I remember, if you remember that game we played, it was an FA Cup, because United visited Chelsea, we beat them 4-0 in the Premier League, and then we were playing them the FA Cup. Was it FA Cup or the return leg? I think it was an FA Cup or something. So Herrera was just working with Eden Hazard. Wherever he goes, even if he goes to the toilet, he goes with him. Whenever he goes to the restaurant, he goes with him. That's but I am talking in terms of the pitch, the football. Yeah, wherever Eden Hazard, either he has a ball or not, he was with Herrera until Herrera even got red card in that game, if you remember. So opponents like other teams that are playing against Man United, I don't know why they are not seeing this. Just man mark Bruno. It is very easy for me. If I prepare a game, if I am a manager today and I want to prepare a match, I'm preparing to play Manchester United. Okay, I will prepare the team, but I'll make sure I just shut Bruno. Shut Bruno. If you shut Bruno, you shut 50% of Manchester United. But I don't know why teams are not doing that. If Bournemouth want to survive, it is easy. Try to shut down Bruno Fernandes. If you don't shut down Bruno Fernandes, it will be very difficult for you guys to stop Manchester United with their counter attacks with Ahmad, Buemo, Cunha also. Sesko also is scoring goals. So that's it. You will stop Bruno, you get a result. If you don't stop Bruno, you'll be beaten. So that is it. So I don't know how Bournemouth are prepared to stop Bruno. If they stop Bruno, they will get a result. If they don't, they will lose. Then another game tomorrow, 3 p.m. Brighton versus Liverpool. Uh, this Liverpool side, you don't know. The Liverpool that played Tottenham, I thought they will just tear apart Tottenham. Then they shared the point, and also Tottenham looked like winning even that game. Don't know what is happening with the Liverpool this season also. But I think it is because of the transition also. They bought so many players, and then maybe the manager now starts. Whenever they won last season, I think maybe they were still using the structure of Jurgen Klopp, and then maybe the manager just twisted something small, and then they won with the Premier League. But I think now maybe want to play his own style, because Liverpool was high mental football, anti-Jurgen Klopp. So I think maybe they he's still maybe finding his way to play maybe his way. I don't know, but that is so. Liverpool is another team that we can't tell. We can't tell which Liverpool will turn up tomorrow. Okay, the Liverpool played Galatasaray. They win. They will win comfortably at Brighton. But if the Liverpool that played Tottenham, it will be very difficult, and Brighton can even beat them. Then we have Fulham versus Burnley. As I always say, avoid playing this relegation threatened team like Burnley. Yeah, avoid them at this stage. But unfortunately, it is a fixture that was rearranged back in June last year. So was arranged in June last year. So Fulham versus Burnley, I think it will be a very, very, very tight game. But I think for me, if you are betting or you want to, if I have to choose a winner, I will choose Fulham tomorrow against Burnley. But I will not be surprised if Burnley even win this game. Burnley get something out of it, I will not be surprised. That one, that is how beauty the English Premier League is. And then at 8 p.m., Everton versus Chelsea. My Chelsea man, it will be difficult for Chelsea. Let me just say that. This Everton side will serve us the Newcastle vibes. Everton and Newcastle are almost the same stature, physicality, speed. So I think they will serve us the Newcastle game. If we are not careful, we are going to be beaten. We have very difficult games coming up. I'm not seeing any win where we are going to get the win. Because remember, we play Everton, we play Port Vale after the internationals, we play Manchester City, we play Manchester United, we play Nottingham Forest, we play Tottenham, we play Liverpool, and then we finish with Sunderland or something. Hey, this is hell. The way we are moving right now, those fixtures are very, very hard for us. So Everton versus Chelsea. I'm a Chelsea man, but if we get a draw, we'll say thank you, we pick it and we move. But I'm not seeing that draw, to be honest. If Everton just come full gear the way they have been playing, they are going to be beaten that game. Because even Chaloba is now injured. We don't know if we play Sar with Hato in the midfield, in the central defense. James is injured. Don't know if Gusto is back. James is a season completely over for James in terms of club football. Maybe he's trying to get fit for the World Cup, but for the club football, James is nowhere. So it will be difficult for Chelsea. This is a very difficult game for Chelsea. Even if we are on form, we never beat Everton at their home. So it's not that it is the first time. If you are a Chelsea fan, you know, these are some of the very dodgy fixtures. Whenever the Premier League fixtures are announced, we look forward for these fixtures, but we normally lose either we are on form or not. So Everton tomorrow, for me, I don't think the best result for Chelsea will be a draw, but Everton can easily win this match. And then we have Leeds versus Leeds. There's a match that will be played at 11. Involves Leeds. It will be Leeds versus Brentford, another game. Leeds at home, I think 100% I back them to win this game because at home these guys are a very different animal, different breed. So Leeds at home versus Brentford, I think they'll beat Brentford. I like Brentford what they have been doing. Okay, set pieces, but it's part of the game anyway. So set pieces and everything. So Leeds versus Brentford, I think that there is a game there to watch. It's a very, 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 very entertaining game. But I think Leeds win that. On Sunday, we have three games. The Premier League, unfortunately, will not be bringing you any of the three games on Sunday. We have Newcastle versus Sunderland at 3 p.m. We have Aston Villa versus Newcastle versus Sunderland. This game, I think now Newcastle are out of all competition. I think they need now to focus on the Premier League. And these are some of the games, especially playing at St. James's. They need at least to send something, some hope, to breathe some hope into their supporters and try to finish as high as possible. Maybe try to chase Europa League spots and also Champions League is possible because Europa League spots and also maybe the like just to chase a European spot. So I think Newcastle. These are games that Newcastle need to win if they are serious, or maybe if they are serious to chase European spot. So Newcastle versus Sunderland, I think Newcastle wins this. And then we have Aston Villa versus West Ham. Aston Villa in Europe, I think they will be winning this Koroka. This, I think they will be winning this Europa League. Aston Villa will be running away with that Europa League. Yes, Unai Emery is the most successful manager in terms of Europa League. Has won with Villarreal, with Sevilla. He has won this Europa League and also reached the final with Arsenal. Remember that Baku in Azerbaijan? Yeah, was it Baku or where? Yeah, I think Baku, where we beat them 4-1. But Unai Emery was the manager on the other side. So he knows how to win the Europa League. So for me, I think favorite for Europa League is Villa. In the Premier League, I don't know how now they go on, but they need to cement that. They lost to Manchester United, they are still fourth. They lost to Manchester United, but they are still fourth. So they need to at least just so that they remain in the Champions League next season. But they have two routes for the Champions League. They win Europa, they qualify. Even if they miss they miss out to via the Champions via the Premier League table standings. But I think they are in a very good moment. West Ham also they are trying to be safe in the league. So you cannot just rule them. You saw what they did against Manchester City at Etihad. Was it at Etihad? No, it was at London Stadium. They got a draw, a point. So it will be a game. If Aston Villa are not very keen, they can lose this game. I'm not saying in terms of because they played on Thursday and then West Ham has been resting, and you know Nuno, and you know these teams that are relegation threatened, they can beat you. So this is a game that Villa has to be very, very, very cautious, very, very, very keen with it. If they don't concentrate well 90 minutes, I think the West Ham can run away with the results, or West Ham will get a result even if it is a draw. And then Tottenham versus Nottingham Forest, as I said, maybe Tottenham getting that results against Liverpool at Anfield, I think it will elevate their morale. I think it will galvanize them, at least pull things down at that level. Then also they won against Atletico Madrid, although they were knocked out, but they won against Atletico Madrid. I think that one will give them a boost playing Forest. So I think I'm seeing them winning against Forest this weekend. I think Tottenham wins this. Then now we finish off with the big one. Crystal Palace are not playing because they were meant to play Manchester City. Man City are involved in the Carabao Cup. Wolves also, you have not heard the Wolves name. They already played their fixture against Arsenal at the Emirates 2-2. They were meant to play Arsenal this weekend. But since Arsenal are involved in the Carabao Cup finals, now their fixture were played earlier. So that's it. Now, the last one Arsenal versus Manchester City. Carabao Cup final. Who wins this? I don't know. It will be a very interesting game. Pep Guardiola versus Mikel Arteta. Once again, they are fighting for the Premier League, but looks like Arsenal have won the Premier League, or Arsenal will be winning the Premier League because it is not mathematically done. But I think Arsenal will be running away with the Premier League. The Carabao Cup, this is the only chance for Pep Guardiola to win this. This is the only chance for Pep Guardiola to win a trophy this season. The Premier League, I think it is far. I don't think they win. The way they are moving, I don't think they win. Maybe they try to on Sunday and then maybe try the FA Cup because they are in the semi-finals. In the quarterfinals versus, although they are playing Liverpool. Yeah, although they are playing Liverpool, but that one anything can happen in the knockout because also considering the way Liverpool also is moving at the moment, and Man City have beaten them home and away this season in the Premier League. So I think maybe Man City will be having some hope. That one will give them also a hope, knowing that we can beat this Liverpool side. So for me, I think that game will be also very the Carabao Cup final. This is an opportunity for Manchester City to really at least win this and then try and give them a morale and a boost so that they can go at Arsenal are waiting for Arsenal to make mistakes. And also this game will have a lot of impact. If you analyze this game from both sides, I think if Arsenal wins this, they will be very much confident knowing that now we have won the first trophy, let's go for the second, and it can even build their morale towards chasing the quadruple they are trying to chase at the moment because they are still in the FA Cup, they are still in the Champions League, they are still in the Premier League, they are leading with almost 9 points. And then also, if they win these, it will be a very big boost in terms of morale in their squad. And they will believe that, okay, guys, let's go. We have won the first one. With the Premier League, we are almost there. If we maintain, we avoid, I think for Arsenal, they avoid a defeat at Etihad when they play the Premier League now, Arsenal versus Manchester City when if they avoid the beating there, I think they will be surely will be winning the Premier League on that day. Now confirmed mathematically, I think they will be now putting it beyond reach. Also, right now, don't get me wrong. Right now, it's very difficult for Man City to come back, but it can happen. Remember, 9 points. If they win the game in hand, they win against Arsenal. They only wait for Arsenal to drop one game which can happen. Yeah, in football that can happen, but it is very difficult the way things are moving. Is it possible that Man City can win all their games? I don't think so. Because they have Chelsea still, they have Chelsea, you can write over. They have Arsenal themselves. So I think if Arsenal want to just confirm that they have won, it will be that game at the Etihad. But tomorrow, I think that is the impact that can give Arsenal, especially Arsenal, when they are playing this final, the Carabao Cup final. That is the impact that Arsenal will get if they win this. It will elevate that morale now to assure them that you are there. And then, if also they lose, it is also the opposite. I think they will start panicking if they lose. Two, also, if Man City wins the Carabao Cup, it will give them that morale. Yeah, we have beaten these Arsenal. We are still yet to play them at Etihad. We are knocked out. Champions League is now out of their sight, of the Man City side now. That one is gone. Now the fixtures have reduced. Now they have time to concentrate. As Arsenal also try to navigate in the Champions League, they have time to rest. Now they will go to the internationals, come back, play Liverpool. They can beat Liverpool. They have beaten them twice already this season. They will be that belief now will come. If Man City wins this, that belief now will come, and they will start believing in themselves. Yeah, we can do this, guys. Let's go, and they will push Arsenal to the because Arsenal also they will be like shaken. Okay, we have lost the first trophy of the season. Let's try. Yeah, let's try. For me, if Arsenal lose this, I will tell them this. This will be my honest advice to Arsenal and Mikel Arteta if they lose on Sunday. That's if. I am not saying they will lose, but if they lose on Sunday, they prioritize these trophies. Let them just prioritize Premier League and then FA Cup. Because FA Cup, they play Southampton and then eventually they will play maybe Chelsea in the semi final. They will beat Chelsea. Then they will go to the finals and then also either meet Man City or Liverpool, whoever will win that time. So they will still have that route. And winning two trophies in a season, that is perfect. That's perfect. The Premier League and the FA, that will be perfect for Arsenal. But on Sunday, they can boost their morale for the four trophies on Sunday if they win. But if it happens they lose, which for me, my instinct tells me Man City will win. But if it happens they win, they lose, let them just prioritize. Let them just go to the Champions League, do their own things, then let them have enough time now to go for. Because if Man City wins on Sunday, I promise you, I have said in football, I have just seen a team that is playing not so well, but they have a character. When they get one result, it just takes them to the next level. And this can be the game to take Man City to that level. If Man City just wins this Carabao Cup, they will have morale and they know we still have to play these guys at Etihad, at our home. They will also go all out. They still have one game in hand. And then they have now space. They are breathing. At least they are out of the Champions League. That one will play. So on Sunday at 17 at 9:30 Kenyan at 7:30 Kenyan time, we meet at Wembley for the Carabao Cup final. We'll be live on EM Sports. We'll bring you that game. Arsenal versus Manchester City final. So that game have a lot of impact. I think for the season, this game matters a lot for both of these teams. It will speak volume for both of these teams. Arsenal win this, it will elevate their mood, just elevates them from where the mood is better there. It will just elevate them because they will give them morale. The first trophy we have won, let's go for the. It will activate that appetite to go for the three trophies. If they lose, also it can start. It will give Man City. It will boost Man City's confidence in trying to chase them down. And Arsenal, who knows? Arsenal maybe can drop one or two games. You don't know. 8 games right now. Arsenal are remaining with 7. Yeah, Man City are remaining with 8. So it will be a cracker, a running when we finish now. When we come from there, we will start using that hashtag of the running when we come after the international. So that's my thoughts. So for me, maybe my prediction on Sunday, I've backed Man City enough this season, but they have all failed me. Starting with the Forest and everything, I thought they will chase Arsenal down, especially after Arsenal dropped the points some time back. For me, I think this game Man City can win it, but narrowly. Man City wins it narrowly. But if Arsenal also score, they can defend. But I think Man City, for me, if I have to pick a winner, I will pick Man City, but narrowly. Narrow win, Manchester City. So let's meet on that. Reminder that we are bringing you live game today, FC Bournemouth versus Manchester United, 11 p.m. Tomorrow we bring you Brighton versus us versus Liverpool at 3:30. We bring you Chelsea versus Everton at 8. Then we bring you on Sunday 2 matches. We bring you Arsenal versus Liverpool, Arsenal versus Manchester City, Carabao Cup final live from Wembley. And then on Sunday at 11 p.m., we bring you the Madrid derby to close us as we head for internationals. So up to then, let's meet tonight. FC Bournemouth versus Manchester United. Ha, good luck.